I have had a couple of weeks to emotionally digest what the Department of Justice wrote on June 18th. It was a memo, an opinion regarding the Olmstead decision. For those who do not know what the Olmstead decision is, in 1999, the Supreme Court ruled that states are required to provide community-based services and housing for people with disabilities, rather than forcing them into institutions. The recent memo from the DOJ argues that everything we understood about the Olmstead decision is wrong, and agencies can rescind the rules and guidance that have protected people with disabilities for many, many years. Basically, federal disability laws prohibit discrimination, but do not require states to fund or provide services in integrated community settings instead of institutional settings. The memo has not changed the law. However, just the mere thought of it is terrifying, because it gives a strong signal from the Department of Justice that it will not federally enforce civil rights to be given to individuals with disabilities. People with disabilities deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. These past 2 weeks have been emotionally draining because this personally affects me and my family. My husband and I have an only child, our amazing and precious son, Ryan, who was 35 years old. At the age of 4, he was diagnosed with autism, on the autism spectrum, along with being intellectually disabled. My husband and I have consistently advocated for our son, and through our special needs journey, we have been abundantly blessed. Ryan has received helpful support and services through our County Board of Developmental Disabilities. At the age of 22, he transitioned out of the special education school system and began attending a day program during the week. He and his friends go out into the community on field trips, and my husband and I often say that he goes out more than we do. Ryan will always need 24/7 care and supervision. My husband and I have always prayed that he would be placed into a group home before we were elderly or before one of us or both of us could not care for him. Our prayers were answered when he was awarded a Medicaid waiver through the county 5.5 years ago. Ryan moved into a beautiful residential group home that he shares with 3 other young men. His roommates refer to one another as a brother. They are a family. The staff are attentive and shower Ryan and his brothers with respect and love. He visits us once a week, spends the night, and then goes back to his bachelor pad, as we call it, which is just 20 minutes from our home. He is happy. He is thriving. And the mere thought of my son, his brothers, and other disabled individuals being forced into an institution frightens me to my core. But it also angers me. And I will use this emotion to fuel myself with knowledge tenacity, and resilience. If you are thinking, oh my goodness, this is terrible. This memo is indeed horrifying. I feel bad. But thankfully, I don't have a disability and my loved ones don't have a disability. My response to you is, first, you are blessed. And most importantly, I want to say to you, is that disability does not discriminate. It doesn't matter what political party you belong to, what skin color you have, how old you are, what gender you are, what your socioeconomic status is. It doesn't matter. Because disability can occur at any time during one's life. Your loved one or yourself can become involved in a horrific automobile accident and sustain a traumatic brain injury. Support and services would be greatly needed, and potentially the state you reside in could force your loved one or yourself into a nursing home or an institution, instead of providing an option to live at home and be integrated into the community. I want to place a call to action to everyone. Educate yourself on what the Olmstead decision is, what the DOJ memo is. Inform others. Pass along the information to your spouse, your significant other, family members, neighbors, co-workers, even to people in the line at the grocery store. Use your voice and spread the word. Share your personal story on how this would affect you or a loved one. Contact your state senators, representatives in Congress, your state governor, state attorney general, state legislators, and even email the person from the DOJ who wrote the memo. Her name is Lenora Pettit. I will provide the link in the comment section below. Let everyone know that people with disabilities are human beings, and the thought of going backward and how they are treated is inhumane. I will conclude with a quote written by Chen Guancheng, a blind Chinese human rights attorney and activist. The quote is, "How a society treats its disabled is the true measure of a civilization." Let that sink in. How a society treats its disabled is the true measure of a civilization. Let's be a society that is empathetic and compassionate for my son, for his brothers, for our communities, for your loved ones, for your friends, and for yourself. Let's band together, speak up, and fight for what is right.